Hi guys, welcome to episode 3. Today we are starting off on this massive pile of ores while the world loads in that I gathered in some nearby caves in between episodes. And we have a nice bird's eye view from up here. We can see some interesting looking caves, and some interesting terrain, and a jungle very nearby, which is exciting because I didn't think that we had jungle close to us at all. But we need to start mining up these ores because we need to get suited up in some diamond armor. We need our copper reserves built up. So let's go. So this is what we ended up mining from our big pile of ores. I actually got over a stack of diamonds from 25 ores, but I used that to craft our first set of diamond armor. And I've been spending some time down at the skeleton spawner. I made it into an actual spawner, grinder, whatever you want to call it, where they drop down, and then there's a bubble elevator right here where they get shot up into the sky about 20 blocks, and then they come over here and they drop down, and then they just go boop, and they die. So I've been spending some time here getting all of our tools enchanted, but we need to get out of here because I think I'm going a little bit crazy being down in the mines for so long. So I made this little bubble elevator to take us all the way up to land. To land? Take us all the way up to the surface. Whee! Oh no, it's nighttime. You know what? We're just gonna go back down real quick because I haven't been down here. That's better. Daytime. I was clearing out this spot to do a little bit of moss farming, but I think this would actually be a really good place to put a villager trading hall because, you know, the grinders and stuff, the spawners are good and everything for getting XP, but like I said, it's just a little slow. And villagers are a pretty good way to get a decent amount of XP and emeralds. So I think it's time that we put up a trading hall. And I think this is a perfect spot to do that. So let's go. like how this one turned out. I used a bunch of different blue blocks in addition to the copper, and then I just kind of AFK'd for a while until it all turned. And it looks pretty good, I think. I did use a very similar design to Mythical Sausage's Villager Trading Hall. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. So I will link his video in the description. I believe he has a block by block tutorial if you want to build his. So let's take a peek at the inside. I already have some rails set up because these will all be little villager stations here. And there's a lot of hidden, what are these called? Shroom lights. Because that is the last thing I need is a zombie or something spawning in here and messing with my villagers. So we have some lanterns, we got shroom lights everywhere, and then once we cart in the villagers to each of their little slots, then we can plop their workstation down right here and we'll be able to trade with them. And then once we fill up these slots, I'm gonna probably make a ladder going down and make some levels going underground. Because I don't know if this will be enough villagers. We're gonna do a lot of trading. The surrounding area still needs a little bit of work. I just kind of plopped down some random flowers and bushes and stuff, but I would like to build up some trees and some more bushes and stuff like that so these flowers don't look so random. But that's a project for a different day. Because I need to get villagers in my trading hall so that we can start trading with them. So I'm thinking we make the villager breeder like up at the top of this hill, and they breed, they do their thing, the babies pop out and they go down a chute, and the chute brings them underground until they're grown up, and then when they're grown up they'll go to another holding chamber, and then we can ship them off into the villager trading hall. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Oh, we have a visitor from the Nether. Huh. I don't think I've actually ever had that happen in a survival world, where they actually come through the portal. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything super fancy here. I'm just gonna grab a couple supplies, and then we should be good to go. So basically, all that villagers need to breed is food and a bed. So I think what I can do is create farmland. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we plant some crops and make the villagers a farmer, then they will harvest the crops, right? That's how it works. Okay, I think I have a path here, so let's just test it out. Okay, we're villagers, we're hanging out, and then we pop out a little baby, and the adult villagers cannot get back here. When we flip this down, the baby villagers see the bed, they're like, oh, I want that bed. They fall down. Okay, so they're falling, they're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? They fall down here. And then when they grow up into adults, then they will jump up here. Then they fall all the way down here into a holding cell. It has been a hot minute, guys. It's been about 2 weeks. I ended up going up to my parents for a week around Easter to see some family and stuff. And so that's why there's a little bit of time between videos, but don't worry, it's not going to be a regular thing. As far as the villager breeding thing goes, this has just been a whole mess of trial and error, so it looks a little bit different because they were not breeding. They would have the little hearts floating, and then they would have the little sign of distress, which means that there's something, one of their needs isn't being met for breeding conditions, and I could not figure out what it was. I changed the spacing from where the beds were. I took the roof off, and I know that there's a little bit of a chance that they could get struck by lightning, but I'm going to take that chance because now this has been going for a little bit, and also I had to move over this trench a little bit, and so there's a whole mess down below. I'll show you. So here is the holding cell, and I have these little dirt blocks here because usually you could press this button and a minecart would pop out and would take one of them away to be zombified. But as you can see right here, the little babies are getting in because of the whole mess that's going on up there. And I just haven't had time yet since I've been home to try to fix that. So that's on the list of things to do. But until then, we just have to use some dirt. And we do deal with some escapees every now and then, but we'll get around to it. So they land in this holding cell, and theoretically you should be able to push this button. A mine cart will dispense and pick up one of them and go here. And then they stop here where the lovely Eugene turns them into a zombie. Okay? Once they're a zombie, they take the rail all the way over here and oop, pops right out by the trading center. And we cart them in here, and then once we get them all in, like these guys, we group heal them. Because a potion of weakness can hit 3 of them at one time. So I can get pretty darn near all of them with 2 to 3 potions, and then we'll heal them up. Which, let's go ahead and heal these guys right now. Because I happen to have exactly 8 apples, and that's how many zombies we have. So we'll break these guys. I don't have enough workstations right now, so I'm just holding them in with blocks. Alright, and then we gotta take out these stairs. And then that way we can hit them all. Let's do a little experiment. I know we can hit 3 at once, but if we go like right here, we hit all 4. Yeah! Perfect. Alright, we'll put these guys... Oh, glitched out a little bit. That's okay. Uh-oh, somebody's got my stair. You... It's okay, he'll drop it when he turns. So this floor is going to be all librarians. I think I'm going to just do like at least 1 floor per profession. And then that way you can say, oh, I need a farmer, I gotta go down to level 3 or something like that. And they're all farmers, because the way we're gonna do some trading is that you kind of need to trade with a lot of the same kind of villager, so because they all get used up. And then you probably saw, but here I have already started with the 2nd floor, just digging it out. I'm probably going to do this in between episodes because it's just going to be a lot of grindy type work. And it's just going to look the same as this, but instead of lecterns, it'll be some other type of workstation. And the more I look at the roof, the more I'm not super happy with it because it's just so random. All of the rest of the build is like very neat and like ordered chaos. Like this I changed to add in some cobble, but it's very discreet, whereas this is very different. So I think I'm going to change it so that it's more of a gradient overall, like start out with the darker blocks down here and then slowly move up to the lighter ones. So hopefully I'll have time to do that in between episodes as well, and then we can come back and it'll be all pretty. But I think I'm going to end it there for today's episode. It's probably going to be a little bit shorter, but that's okay. We did a lot of stuff, and wrangling villagers takes a long time. So if you liked it, please go ahead and subscribe and like the video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!